Do you worry about having this like open
That's what the nitrogen is for.
To keep it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's got a pretty big positive flow.
Flow pushing it out. Okay.
Exactly.
Oops, sorry.
Let's throw it all back together again. Slide down. 2 screws.
Oh, so that's designed that you can set it down.
Right. Yeah, it just holds it in place. So the first insulator goes in first, and then so this one lines up with these wires here, and that goes in. So there's a
Are the
hole.
insulators symmetric so that they?
Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So that gets sandwiched. This one gets put in place. And then tighten down.
And that's a pentalobe or hexalobe?
Yeah, for T6.
Oh, T6. Okay.
For X works. And connectors. The white one goes to the farther back.
And they slide on pretty easily. You just want to make sure it's seated all the way.
Exactly.
Okay.
O-ring. Put on here. And then another nitrogen wash. And we can put it all back together.
Okay.
Okay. So pop this off one more time.
You pop the slicer off?
The top.
Oh, the top.
Cover will come out. I'll just set it here for a second. Take this off. And now we can slide it through. There's no screws that holds it in place.
Does it get seated or
Oh, yeah. The O-ring
came off?
came off. So put that one back on again.
Get those out of the way.
Yeah, put these on the side here. You can always untangle them later. Alright, so that gets pushed into place. Look down inside there so that the base has to be pretty close to the metal to make
Okay.
sure that the O-ring didn't slide off.
Okay. How did you see the O-ring? Could you see it like
If it's too
gap
far
through?
away.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, if it's too far,
Okay.
That's close
And then
enough.
this goes here, the black goes on the bottom, and the green on top, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So just make sure that these get connected up. Black on the bottom, green on top. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3 connectors. And then I just usually blow this off. Blow everything out. Okay. And then we'll set this on top.
Don't want any little particle that could charge.
There's some dust on the O-ring.
Yeah.
Causes a little bit of a leak.
Okay.
Just want to make sure the O-rings are nice and clean. Alright, now let's put this guy back on. So there's a couple of, it just sits inside here.
Right.
It'll hang up a little bit. Okay, so you gotta lift it up. Okay, just make sure it's nice and flat, and then make sure this guy turns.
Until you feel it kind of seated.
Yeah, until you kind of feel it seat, or if it turns fairly smooth.
But not with no resistance, like some resistance.
Right, a little bit. A little bit. You can go ahead and use your hand
Okay.
to feel that.
Okay, yeah.
And you can do it kind of quick also to get it to,
okay.
to go into place.
If it's not.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's like metal on metal, then it'll slide.
Yeah.
This one, make sure you plug this one back in. We'll leave the cover off.
Okay.
And look down inside and make sure that it finishes its initialization.
Okay.
So let's put these two back on. And these guys here, it just floats. So you don't want to tighten it too tight.
Just like hand tightness?
Not even. Just metal that once it touches.
Okay.
Then it's good. You don't even
like that.
Yeah, they're only for shipping.
What do you mean?
Just when you ship it, so that it doesn't fall out.
Okay.
But this one is just finger tight is good enough. It's hard to get a grip on these.
Yeah.
They're just barely.
Barely. Okay.
That's good enough.
And then what about those?
Just
finger tight. Okay.
Yeah, just finger tight. You can grab that.
What's the problem if you go too tight?
It floats on top of an O-ring.
Right.
So if it's skewed, then it'll leak. One side or the other.
Yeah.
And you don't really need to crank it down. The vacuum will suck
it down.
Vacuum
sucks
There's
it.
enough surface area.
Got it.
And if you go too tight, the pressure will build up also.
Okay.
So you got to be real careful with this.
Yeah.
Pressurizing an instrument. Make sure you've got escape routes for the nitrogen. That's critical. Like this, don't ever tighten these down. And it's always got a way out this way too.
Okay.
So this is, I mean, I don't think there's any way that I could blow it up unless if I really cap it off here and cap all this off.
Yeah.
And then you've got to.
Can air get through here? If it needs to?
Can air get through it?
I guess not with the O-ring. Yeah. Okay.
So you got a positive pressure inside.
Okay.
All right. Almost there. Now, this one, we'll just wipe this down.
With methanol?
Yeah, I'll grab the methanol.
With the lint-free brush?
Yeah.
Okay.
We wipe this off.
Okay.